Good morning students. Welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we learn that the remaining part of present continuous tense. In first session we have started the present continuous tense. So this is the second session. We are dealing with the same tense. So first let me revise something. So first we do that present continuous tense. First we did the use of present continuous tense. Secondly, I have given you some rules. Thirdly, we did spelling rules. And now next is sentence pattern. And another is examples. And lastly, we will give next sentences. So this is the formation of present continuous tense. This we did, use of tense, this also and this. We'll start from this sentence pattern, examples and next sentence. So let's start that. Our first topic is sentence pattern. As you all know that this present continuous tense we use to describe the activity which is going on at the time of speaking. Example that I am teaching now. So I can say I am teaching you all English grammar and you all are learning. So you can say that the students are learning English grammar. So if you have noticed here we have used that Amazon and before. So that will be there in one sentence pattern. So the next topic is sentence pattern. And the sentence pattern of affirmative sentence is affirmative. You know that affirmative means sentences without negative word. We can say sentences without not. So in affirmative sentence, of course, we need subject, is am are. As per subject, you can use is, am or are. Here we need before, after that object and other words. So this is our sentence pattern of affirmative sentences in present continuous tense. Now with whom we can use is or with whom am and are. So if you have he, she and it as a subject, so you use is. If you have you, they and we, so are will be there. And if you have I only, so use. So this is the rule that with third person singular, it means with he, she, it, you can use is. With you, they, we, are is used, and with I, am is used. And after that, if you have any name of a person here, it means your name, my name, so we'll use is. If you have plural form, if you have boys, so that boys will go with are because we have plural form. So this is the sentence pattern of affirmative sentence. Now we will build a sentence using this sentence pattern. And our sentence is, so we'll take our subject he. As I told you that with he will use is. So he is, our V4 is reading my book now. So this now is being considered as a keyword of that present continuous tense. This shows the continuity of the action which is going on right time at the time of speaking. So here we have he, that's why we chose is. Now if we take plural form, the boys. So of course here we have subject as a plural form, so we'll take are. The boys are playing in the ground. So here we have boys plural form, that's why we chose are, and our V4 is plain. Now we will take a name. So Rina is making a kite for me. So here we have a name of a girl, Rina. That's why we took Rina is here third person singular. So we took here is, and V4 is of course making, and our object is a kite and for me. So this way we can build a sentences of affirmative in present continuous tense using this kind of sentence pattern. Now we move forward to negative sentence. The negative sentences always have not with them. Without not, we can't make a negative sentence. It will not be considered as a negative sentence without not. So second is negative sentences. And the sentence pattern is subject is an are plus not plus V4 object and other words. So this way we can make a negative sentence using this sentence pattern. Let's make it. So first we need subject, that is I, and as you know with I will take am. So I am not doing your work. Now, so here this not, because of this nat, we will consider the sentence as a negative sentence. We are not going to join this party. So here again we have negative sentence. Here someone is telling his wish for not going to join that party. We'll take a plural form. The teachers are not coming to greet you. So again here we have these teachers plural form, and that's why we took here are. And to make it negative we used not in each and every sentence. So this way we can make negative sentence using this sentence pattern. Now moving forward to interrogative sentences. In these last three tenses, we have done that in interrogative sentences. So now you have clear idea about interrogative sentences. Sentences which we use to make questions are called interrogative sentences, and the most thing we can say for interrogative sentence is question mark. You can't make a meaningful sentence, or you will find difficulty while you speak that interrogative sentence if you don't have question mark there. So please keep that thing in your mind, that question mark is must in interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentences. So in interrogative sentence we need and is and are at the front side of the sentence. It means before subject. After that our subject comes. While in affirmative and in negative sentence what we do subject come first in affirmative and negative sentence. Because we are making here question, this is an are, or you can say an is are comes first. After that subject, V4 object and other words. At last, the most important thing, question mark. Now we'll make a sentence. See, are you, and when you are using interrogative sentence, and when you are using this is an are here, don't forget to use capital letter. Are you reading this story of mine? So are you reading this story of mine? Second is she crying for the moon? Next is he going to buy an apple? So here we have these three sentences with interrogative sentence pattern. Are you reading this story of mine? Here again someone is asking that if you are reading the story of him or his or not. Here second, is she crying for the moon? Again someone is asking the reason of her crying. And third one, is he going to buy an apple? So somebody is going somewhere to buy an apple. So someone is asking something. And that these three things, these three sentences are being done in present time at the time of speaking. That's why here we have used this present continuous tense. Now last and next is the negative interrogative sentences. So in this you will find interrogation mark with negative word, and the negative word means with that not. That's why it is called negative interrogative sentences. Negative interrogative sentences, or you can say yes no type sentences. As you will get yes and no question answered in this type of sentences. That's why it is also called yes no type of sentences. So the sentence pattern is, here we have interrogative plus negative. So you will find ismr at the front side of the sentence plus negative word. So make sure that your negative word will be there. Otherwise it will not be negative interrogative sentence. See, the sentence pattern is, first we'll put Amisa, or you can use short form even. After that not, subject, before, object, other words. And as it is interrogative, don't forget to use that question mark. Or you can say this way you can use isn't. So we'll make a sentence that isn't she going for the play? Here play is not a verb, here play is a noun. So play means here drama. We are talking about a drama here, so don't consider this word play here as a verb. So here someone is going for a drama, for a play. So someone is asking that, for confirming you can say, you can use this kind of sentences to confirm the information. So isn't she going for the play? So we'll give answer of this. If she is going, then yes, she is. And if she is not going, then no, she isn't. And this way it is being considered as a yes no type of sentences. We'll do more example of like this. And you have to use only short form of this. This aren't, isn't, and aren't. Aren't you coming from the farm? So here again we use aren't you coming from the farm, and if you are coming, then yes, I am. Now why we use here I? Because here we have used, when you have you and we in question, at that time your answer must be in I. and if you have no, no I, not. And don't use here I with I. Here we have I because we have you. But here we have I, that's why don't use R here. Here with I only M is there. The next is, isn't she crying for the milk? So if our answer is yes, then yes, she is. And no, she isn't. So this way we turn these sentences into yes no type of sentences. These are the four sentence pattern of present continuous tense. That affirmative, negative, interrogative, negative and only interrogative sentences. Now you have four types of sentence pattern with it. But before we start next exercise, I would like to remind you that we have did that stative verbs. That state verbs in our first session. Don't use that state verb to make continuous sentences. You can't say that I am understanding you. This we did in last session. So it is a part of reminder for you all. See some more sentences which we cannot use, or some more verbs which we cannot use in present tense. That present continuous tense. Suppose we have need, understand and want. So these three verbs are called stative verbs, or we can say state verb. So don't use this kind of state verbs to show the continuity of the sentences. It is wrong. So we can't say I am needing you. No, this is wrong. So if you want to convey this message to someone, so use I need you. It means use simple present tense. Now this want, we are wanting this information. It is totally wrong. We can't use this want stative verb or state verb in present continuous tense. So instead of that we can say we want this information. Next is our understand. She is understanding of the matter. So this is again wrong, as we know that understand verb is state verb. So instead of that use she understand all the matter. So don't use, in short, don't use that state verbs to show the present continuous tense, because that will be the wrong one. Instead use simple present tense, so that will give appropriate meaning. So now I am giving you some more examples, and that is called that mixed examples. Please be clear about this state verb, because some of you are using state verb in continuous tense, which is wrong. Now the last section is mixed sentences. And the instruction is do as directed. So this is the fourth tense we are dealing with. They are writing a letter to God. And your instruction is use not in the sentence. So the answer is they are not writing a letter that make it negative instead of not. So the answer will be same. And if you have that use not, then the answer will be same. Second is she is not laughing on you. So here now your instruction is to make it interrogative. It means you have to make this sentence as a question sentence. So we'll take is again here. Is she? It is a negative sentence, so we'll write it. Isn't she laughing on? Again here we have you. So isn't she laughing on me? So let's confirm it. No, she isn't. Yes, she is. Put comma here after yes and no if you are making this yes no type of sentences. So this way, sometimes in US directed it will be asked to make it negative, to make it interrogative, or sometimes it is asked to make affirmative. So this is your present continuous tense. Now I give you some sentences of 4 mixed sentences, that are simple tenses and therefore continuous tense. So you will find simple present tense, simple past tense, simple future tense, and this present continuous tense. Now in these examples, first you have to identify the tense. Your instruction is identify the tense and write the name. So you just have to focus on verb for identifying the tense. Your first sentence is she cares for me. Second is we do not go there. They did not come. We appreciated your efforts. He will join us very soon. She is not playing with me. And the last one is they did not answer me. So here we have to now identify the tense and mention the tense name. Let's do that. See, the first is she cares for me. For identifying the tense, you need to focus on verb, and verb always take its position after subject. So here we have cares, that is as or yes we have with this that verb. So you find this kind of sentences in simple present tense. So this sentence is simple present tense. So right here simple present. Second is we do not go there. So again here we have this do not go, and do and does we use in simple present tense. So this is the sentence of simple present tense. Just focus on the verb part and you will get your answer. They did not come. So here our verb part is this, did not come. And as you all know that generally, not generally but always So it is simple past tense. Next is, we appreciated your efforts. So here we have this ed. And work with ed, it means here we have this V2. And V2 is used in simple past. So focus on this. If we focus here, again we get it is simple past. Next is, he will join us very soon. So very easy one. If you find will here, it means this sentence is talking about simple future. Next is, she is not playing with me. Recently we have done this. So is not playing, it means it shows the continuity of the action. So it is present continuous tense. And the last one is, they did not answer me. Again we find the same thing here. So it is again simple past tense. So this way we revised 4 tenses, that is simple present, simple past, simple future and present continuous. Up to this we have done. Now you all have that information about these 4 tenses. So this is for today. Now it's time to give you homework. And your today's homework is same kind of thing you will find in homework. So write 10 sentences of simple present, simple past, simple future and present continuous. So you have to write total 10 sentences, not 10 sentences of each. So in your notebook 10 sentences must be there. So in those 10 sentences include simple present, simple past, simple future and present continuous. So post your homework in the group regularly. We'll meet again in next session. Till then, stay safe, stay at home. Thank you.